Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction and read through for Tower of God chapter 649, and it is crazy. We are only 3 chapters after this away from the end of the season, and I am just so excited. This has been the hardest wait for me this week, and I'm worried that waiting until next week is going to be yet another difficult wait when it comes to seeing what happens next. It has been so tough to not just want to go look at what happens next, because I'm very, very excited. I was a little worried. I was a little concerned that I'm like, the way the pacing's been for the past few chapters, they've been good chapters, but it feels like we're just getting the teeniest, tiniest little bit of stuff that I'm like, in these last 4 chapters, is it going to be the same? Are we just not going to get that much? But people have really hyped it up. I haven't been spoiled on anything, but people have really been saying, no, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be exciting. You're really, 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 really going to want to see it. So I am very excited to see where things go. We'll see how this chapter goes. We'll see how the next 3 go. But I was so excited. I wanted to talk so much that the other day, 2 days ago, I just sat down and I was like, I'm going to sit down and talk about Tower of God for a while. I ended up talking for over an hour, edited it down to like slightly below an hour, I think, and that's up as a discussion if you want to go see that. I just talked about Tower of God for an hour because I was like, I just really want to talk about it. But other than that, all I've got to say is please, 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 extra please go vote in the character poll. So far we are at over 2,600 votes. Last time we got 17k. Maybe we won't hit 17k. Maybe we will be able to beat it. Last time, when it came to the last week, we were at 10k, and so we went from 10k to 17k during the last week of voting last time. So maybe we can have that crazy kind of jump in the last week again, where that's like nearly half the votes coming in the last week. So please, again, I'm trying my best to promote this to you all, trying to make sure people vote 3 times a day. Link will be in the comments and description. Every day, vote 3 times. Please get in there and vote. Also, the vote number may change a bit because I've been moderating it to make sure there is no cheating that's getting through or anything. And when we're done, when we're like totally done with the voting ends on February 27th. When that ends, I'll be going through and like actually sifting through and like manually making sure that there was no cheating, there was no botting or anything like that. Just making sure there's no like 100 votes coming from one account in like the span of 1 minute or anything. So I will be going through and like once it's over, like manually just making sure everything looks legit, just to maintain the sanctity, but no, like to maintain the fairness of it all. I'll be doing that. So, you know, number subject to change if there was any cheating, but everything, like, I check in every couple hours. Everything has looked just normal, good. I am so excited to share some of these results. I am trying my hardest not to. I don't want to spoil anything because some of these results, to me, I think these results are funner and way more crazy than last time. So I just really don't want to spoil them because I want to see people's reactions. I want to see people freaking out at what the actual end results are here, because like some of these so far, if they maintain the way they're going, some of these results are crazy. And I will say the characters that are doing super well, the characters that are really popular, are not surprising to me. Every time there's a character that's doing popular, doing well, like everything in the top 30 or so, stuff that's doing well, I am like, I get it. I get why this character's popular. I get why they're here. I mean, there's some, of course, like Kuhn's doing well. He's one of the main characters. And I'm like, you know, am I really feeling Kuhn that much as a character anymore? But I get why he's still popular. People still holding on to hope from the Kuhn he used to be. And he's been such a prominent figure throughout the series that it's like, of course, I get why he's super popular. He's one of the main characters. But then what is surprising? So the ones that are super popular aren't surprising, but the order that they're in, how many votes some got, that's very exciting. But popular characters aren't surprising to me. What's surprising to me are unpopular characters. There are some characters that we've seen a lot of that are doing really poorly, and I'm like, wow, I did not expect people to not care about them to this degree. I did not expect people to be that apathetic towards this character. There are ones that were introduced more recently, and I'm like, wow, I guess their introduction really didn't stick with people. I was expecting some recency bias to be taking effect, but it seems like the opposite is true, where a lot of these recent characters that have been introduced recently, or that we've been seeing a lot recently, a lot of them aren't doing as well, whereas a lot of older characters are. And then with the older characters, there are some older characters, like some of Mom's teammates or characters that were prominent in the past that we haven't seen in a while. Some of them are doing really well, just as popular, if not more popular, as they were in the past. They are very popular, but then some of these same like types of characters, some of these same characters that were important in the past but not so much anymore, have had this insane fall off. And like the fall off of some of these characters is insane. You're going to see when we get the final results. I am shocked at how many prominent characters and formerly pretty popular characters are just forgotten. That people just don't care about anymore. So it is the popular ones I get. The not popular characters, that's where the unpopular characters are where some of the crazy results are to me. Where I am like, I would have thought this person was popular, but I had such a wrong read. And even including some characters that I really like, some characters that I love, are doing pretty poorly. Like some characters I really, really like are doing pretty poorly. So the results are really interesting. I can't wait to share them. I guess I don't want to share anything until the final results. Last time I did some updates every week, but I don't want to spoil the results too much because they are that crazy. I don't want to spoil them too much because of that. And also there's the fact that I don't want to spoil them too much for any people that are official readers that might be watching my videos or that I might be showing the results to. I don't want to spoil them, because there is one character that I'm not going to say. Please don't say it in the comments to spoil anybody else. Please don't confirm or deny it. But there's one character that I am like certain is showing up because they're doing so well that I'm like, okay, they would not be doing this well if they didn't show up. But I've been told that there are multiple surprises coming. So where there's one that I'm like, oh yeah, I can tell that's coming, I can't tell for any others. So I've been told there are multiple surprises coming. I do not know what the other surprises are. But either way, with all that aside, let's just read this time. We have, but it was nice seeing you again. That's where we ended. Seems like we have this distant bong activation. My dear friend, setting this attack in after Mazano would chase down V. Wherever you are now, I hope you aren't too lonely. Fear not. Soon enough, I'll be sending the rest of your friends to join you in the underworld. I know how easily you get lonely. And is this going to be a Traumare death? Or, one thing I saw with Dr. Bonehead, I think in his video, he was like, Gaston's gonna jump in the way and take the hit, isn't he? That would be insane as well. It's one of those things where I can't tell. Where I was saying at first, I was like, I think Gaston has a way bigger chance of dying than Traumare, but then over the course of the arc, I totally changed my mind where I was like, Traumare has been really, really explored as a character, and Gaston still has some things that he hasn't done. But I think there is a chance this attack gets blocked or stopped or something. I think there's a chance here that we're going to get Yurik finally taking a W. We're going to have everybody survive. Yurik finally gets a W because the family heads don't die. I think that could be a very strong possibility here because it feels like Gaston has more to do. And it feels like though Traumare could die, there's a part that I think will be disappointing because I think there's still a lot that can be done with him in his relationship with Zahard, what he's going to do now that he's seen V, all of this kind of stuff. Or I guess me didn't really see V. He just got one shot from behind, basically. So we don't really know there. I do think, though, if he does die, the thing I'll be disappointed in is especially Yama's lackluster performance in all of this. Traumare really should have been an endgame thing for Yama because of the flashbacks we had with Wang Wang and Nen Nen. But Yama just, I feel like his... And again, if Traumare dies here and Traumare's not the endgame opponent for Yama, then why is Yama still around even? It feels like Yama is heavily fallen off story-wise if Traumare goes. Then we have our title splash, V4. Let's like that slimy son of a biscuit. I'm trying to think of the most childish replacement words as possible because of the goofy censorship. Then he slipped away from me. Shit, this dang it, I can't say that. Sugar, this isn't good. I don't know. I'm making myself cringe too hard even thinking of this. There's no way Traumare survived that. It's just a spinny bit of Shinsu. I could have blocked it if I were a light bear. It just feels a little... I don't know. It feels like the art hasn't done a very good job of demonstrating some of this stuff. Now, is this the bonkin stick? Are we going to have it? We have the eyeball thingy. We have the eyeball thingy in the bonkin stick. We have Gastong protecting Traumare. Gastong? How'd you know he was going to use that attack? The person who's now possessed the irregular was once a companion of ours long ago. I'm quite familiar with his repertoire of skills and tactics. Just checking to make sure you can see what's on screen. He didn't manage to pierce the barrier, but he made a dent in it. If he becomes any stronger, I could be in serious danger. I'm only here because Baekryun and Yuri asked me to come and see what's going on. This whole situation just keeps getting more and more confusing. Are you saying you used to be friends with the guy who's now in that baby's body? That's right. But he's supposed to be dead. And I think it's interesting to see as well Gastong using the eyeball thing with the family head symbol that isn't the Pobedao symbol. I guess it could be the Eurasia symbol, but the fact that it's an eyeball really makes me think it's the Tupari symbol, which would be such an interesting thing where he's using the flame given to him by Blossom, he's using the bonkin stick and the scale given to him by V, he's using the eyeball given to him by Tupari potentially, and Gastong is just like using these powers and items given to him by others. That's a really interesting bit of Gastong's fighting style. That's right, but he's supposed to be dead. How in the world is he still alive, and what's he doing in that irregular's body? None of this makes any sense. It's probably too late to chase them down now, says Masno. So what's the plan? Are you two going to keep fighting? He's doing the pose again. Yurik's doing the pose he always does. And is Traumare? If so, then you leave me no choice. No, I think not. I can't fight him while he's in this state anyway. As you wish. And he creates a little explosion. We'll settle this with a game of chess. So you can get lost now. So we're going to play chess. I can't wait to see other people's reactions. I'm very excited to see where this goes. We have Kun and Bellerir. Bomb. Have they just been watching awkwardly this whole time? Bellerir reaches for the chess piece. But Kun grips it. It's a chess piece. Not on my watch. And then, once again, Anne Dorothy, she has kind of carried Kun here. I mean, quite literally when using the bong bong. She grabs him again, literally carrying him. Anne Dorothy? Don't just stand there staring off into space. We're in the middle of a game. Hold on to that chess piece and run. Damn it, or dang it, after them. We can't let them get in that room. Why don't you use the bong bong? That was the last time just now. I mean it. She says that all the time. It practically killed me to use it one more time. The finish line's just up ahead. Quit your whining and move it. For Christ's sake, they're getting away. Don't you have a better way to catch up to them? What about you, Mr. Again, he's a ranker, and the rest of them were like super fast in the past when they were just regulars. So, I don't know. Just the writing here is the little hit and miss, to say the least. What about you, Mr. Ranker? I don't suggest or hear you suggesting any brilliant ideas, like the ideas behind, oh, they need to get here, or oh, they need to do this, or the chess pieces are important to this. The ideas, I think, are fine, but the execution of how we're actually implementing them, it has left a lot to be desired, to say the very least. You can't even fly. Gee, sorry I can't sprout wings on command. Why the hell's everyone on my case about not being able to fly? We have a light shining through. probably Gaston there, landing before them. Yep, we've got Gaston carrying Traumeré. It's him. Pobedal Gaston. Still carrying Traumeré. Lord Gaston, you made it. I knew you'd emerge victorious, sir. But I'm afraid I have some bad news. That jerk from the Kuhn family stole both our chess pieces. We need to get them back for it. We need you to get them back for us, my lord. Sorry. Hold on, I think there's a misunderstanding. These chess pieces of ours belong to the Pobedal family. If you let us keep them, you'll win the game. However, if I carry those chess pieces into the arena myself, I can have both your freedom and the chess pieces. But you're the prey and I'm the hunter. Isn't that how this is supposed to work? But I'm feeling generous. I'll let you take the chess pieces into the arena yourselves. Again, because he wants Bomb. Bomb's already taken by FUG. I only ask that you give Lopobia's king to Traumeré first. What? You want me to hand Lopobia's king over to Lord Traumeré, but why? Isn't it obvious? We're going to play chess. What? My lord, what are you saying? We had a deal. You were supposed to give me that chess piece. I thought the whole purpose of this war was for the weak vermin of the tower to bring down the 10 great family heads. Silence. Don't you realize you've already lost the game? Belarier? What do you mean, sir? The game isn't over yet. I gave you a chance, but you let these lowly creatures beat you. Just look at the distance between you. Is that not clear proof of your defeat? This was a fair contest, just like you always wanted, and yet you were still defeated, Belarier. If I were to interfere with the outcome of a game, one that run against the very idea behind this war, they're the ones who've earned the right to negotiate with me as equals, not you. They won the game, fair and square. You're simply a failure. And again, not totally wrong, but the writing to get us here is like, Because it's like, yeah, but he kind of defeated Dorothy like 20 times over, but then things happened because of Bomb, and then she just kind of kicked him a few times because now he doesn't have Enkidu with him. Kind of. It's really complicated, and Kuhn just died and slept through most of this. Kuhn really didn't do anything to deserve this, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, fine. You can have the chess piece. What? But on one condition. I'll let you have this chess piece, if you accept it in place of Bomb's queen. You'll get the chess piece, and Bomb will win the game and gain his freedom. And one more thing. I want you to help us find Bomb. And tell us if you know anything about what happened to him. Fine, it's a deal. I have a feeling it could be a challenge, even for me to find him, but I promise to try my best. All right, here's the king. He sits it down. Let's go. Coming. No, stop right there. Dang it. So you've changed your mind, huh? I knew this would happen. You filthy family heads could never be trusted. You act like you're different from the others, but you're all the same. You've just decided you don't want us vermin to give us vermin a chance to bring down the 10 family heads after all. God dang it. I'm so close now. Get out of my way. You pathetic excuse for a father. We have the two of them running in and placing the pieces on the chessboard. How much time do we have left? 1 second. We're okay. There's still time on the clock. Or 1 sec. We've got time. We made it. And then, no. This can't be. I won't allow it. You won't get away with this. We have Gororo coming out again. Slay the chess pieces. Game over. Fucking finally. The game Slay the Chess Pieces has come to an end. And we're seeing the Arc of Knowledge. Are we gonna see some of the characters that were left there? Since both families' kings made it to the arena within the time limit, the match will soon begin. And we have the soldiers battered from both sides. Lobadan's there. Looking, and Mazano's down looking at the arena. Where am I? Traumeré sitting in the chair at the chessboard. You're finally awake. Gaston? You sure kept me waiting long enough. If this were a real chess game, you'd already be disqualified. Come on, let's get started. It's time to play some chess. And we see the pieces on the board. What happened? All I remember is getting hit and then passing out. How'd I end up here in the arena? Oh, you were knocked out cold. Although we don't have time to go into the details right now. So, Traumeray's pretty much like he has no choice but to lose, essentially. He has his king versus the king, the pawn, and the rook of the other side. All you need to know is that we're here now, and we're going to play chess. Gaston, you could have killed me. Why'd you save me and bring me here? He looks. Where are my other pieces? Is this some kind of joke? Those were the rules of the game. What do you want me to do about... Man, it would have been a really good moment here if we had Gororo give him the bishop, given that he had the speech at the beginning about how the bishop can't win a game on its own. Those were the rules of the game. What do you want me to do about it? That king's the only piece you've managed to bring to the arena in time. You might as well have just killed me. This is ridiculous. A big empty chessboard with nothing but a lone king on it. And that's actually a really good ending, though. Even better, though, this ending for Traumeray, because he sacrificed and pushed away everyone. He killed his lover. He framed his best friend and turned his best friend into basically his greatest enemy. His other best friend, Gaston, he screwed up that relationship now to the point where he was going to kill him. He tossed away all of his family. All of his family betrayed him because of his lack of love. And now he's left alone. He is just the king on a chessboard alone. And this could, again, be foreshadowing for Zahard if Zahard turns everybody against himself and Zahard is just the king alone on a chessboard. It really suits me, doesn't it? What? In fact, it's perfect. I couldn't imagine a more fitting ending for someone like me. Traumeray. He tries not to act like it, but he gets lonely more easily than any of us. Indeed, there's nothing he hates more than loneliness, and he pushed everyone away. That's a really good ending. That's a really good ending. Okay, so what we got this chapter, more chess piece fighting over the chess pieces. Wow, but it's my chess piece, it's mine. That was not very good. Again, I think the ideas were good, but when it comes to executing them, it's pretty much been universally bad. It's been almost all bad when it comes to executing some of these chess game ideas. But then we have the ending, and when it comes to what it means for Gaston and Traumeray's characters, very, very good. Gaston saving him, bringing him here to finish the chess game, again, is like a really good moment and everything. While I've said, this arc has been hit and miss with pretty much only misses, there have been some hits. The Amazu flashback, very good, and Traumeray and Gaston's character work has been very, very, very good. So this ending was really good, and I can't wait to see what we get to next week. But either way, I guess that's it. Short one, actually. That felt like long. I felt like I was recording for longer than that. I had a lot of fun, though. Please remember to go vote in the character poll. 3 votes a day. Please, 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 I beg of you. Yeah, go vote in the character poll. Link will be everywhere I can possibly link it. Comments and description. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reaction. Can't wait for the next 3, because again, I was told we're getting a ton of surprises and stuff. We have 3 chapters left, and if it wasn't this chapter, maybe next chapter is going to be incredible. Maybe all of the next 3 are going to be incredible. I can't wait. It's going to be so rough waiting a week. Please don't spoil me, of course. Subscribe for more Tower of God, much more on the channel. Again, even when we go on hiatus, I've got the character poll coming up. We're going to get the results of that. We're going to have the screen time video whenever I do that. We're going to have a lot. So there's a lot for you to have there. So subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to support the channel by dropping a super thanks, it's appreciated. But if you want to, help support the channel, get your name at the end of videos, get One Piece videos usually a little bit early, then you can hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you so much to people who already are patrons and channel members. Thank you to Chosen Regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, FRNono, JA and the D-Ban, Cheerleading Students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element Pater de Owl. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.